In this series, I'm starting over as a broke level 1 player with the goal of becoming a GTA Online veteran. But in order to do so, I'll have to complete every objective on this list while having a limit of 2 hours a day to play. So with that being said, welcome back to another episode of Rags to Riches 2-hour edition. Today is a very exciting day because I'm going to be buying a new business that will allow us to use a brand new feature in GTA Online. And it's a business that's sort of similar to the auto shop here, and that of course is a salvage yard. Now there are a few different locations, but the best one by far in my opinion is the Murrieta Heights. It goes for 2.42 million, and as you can see in the top right hand corner, I don't have enough money. So to start things off, I'm going to do a Cayo Perico heist, and I'm crossing my fingers. Hopefully I could get a good primary target. Okay, the moment of truth, we did get the pink diamond. Wow, that is so lucky. Okay, so we're getting at least like 1.4, 1.5 million. And there you go, the final payout is 1.52 million. That's amazing. Let's now go buy our salvage yard. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to go for the Murrieta Heights salvage yard, 2.42 million. I'm not going to worry about the trade rates for now. The tow truck is a way to get some passive and some active income, but we're not going to worry about it. Don't need the wall safe, don't need staff. There you go, 2.42 million. Okay, here we are at our brand new salvage yard, and while there are many cool features of the business, the main reason why I bought it is for this section over here. It is the Salvage Yard robberies. Now these are essentially mini heists. You have a couple setups plus a finale, and at the end of it you steal a car, bring it back, and you can either sell it for a profit, or as you can see here, the brand new feature added this week is you could keep the car that you steal. You only get one of these per week out of the 3, and we can only do these robberies once a week. But this new feature allows us to buy multi-million-dollar vehicles like the Pfister Comet S2 Cabrio for only $10,000 to $20,000, which is crazy. So today we're going to get right into this robbery. I believe it's a McTominay robbery, which is fairly easy to do, and then we'll be able to claim our brand new supercar for only $20,000. Let's get into it. Our first ever vehicle is going to be the Comet S2 Cabrio. Okay, let's start up the first setup mission where we have to scope out the submarine. Now, I haven't done this robbery in quite some time, but I'm going to try to remember the stuff as best I can. So we're first here at Elysian Island. We're going to have to take a picture of the submarine and a couple other things. The first picture here is going to be of the submarine itself. We're going to take a picture of this device right here. And then finally, we're going to take a picture of the blueprints here. Now, all we have to do is get back to the salvage yard. And there you go, there's prep number 1 done. So we now have 2 more mandatory setup missions and then 1 optional. The optional is almost never needed, so I'm just going to do the 2 mandatory and then get into the finale. Okay, so for the second setup, we're going to have to steal the submersible, but we're first going to have to take out a ton of enemies and then get into it. So hopefully this goes relatively well. Okay, not a great start, but okay. Now, in order to get the submersible, we have to climb up this tower here. I just took out the guard there. We're going to press the button to release it. There you go, and now it's dropped into the water. We could go down and drive it to where we need to get to. How did I die? Can you not swan dive off that thing? And there you go, that is the mission done. Now, something I forgot we have to do is there's going to be 2 of these robbery tasks that we have to do in free roam. So we're gonna have to do both first, and then we'll get into the final setup and then the finale. So when we get to one of these green bags, all we have to do is call up Jamal and we'll be given our tasks. I'm just realizing there's cockroaches everywhere. That is disgusting. Okay, we have the security outfits here. Good, and now we have to bring it back to the salvage yard. There you go, there is task number 1 done. And now we're here at task number 2. For this one, all we have to do is find a cutting torch, which is right here, and then bring it back to the salvage yard. And here we are, that is task 2 completed. Now we could get into the final setup mission. And the final setup is picking up some sonar equipment. Okay, so we're here at El Burro Heights, and I believe we're gonna have to go inside, take out a bunch of enemies, and then finally pick up the equipment. Okay, I finally got the sonar equipment. Now we can get back to the salvage yard. And there you go, let's now get into the finale. Now this robbery's finale is actually a really cool one. We're gonna have to go over to Paleto Bay, get into the submersible, go find a submarine out here in the water, sneak onto the submarine, take the vehicle, and then get away. Okay, so we've now arrived here at Paleto Cove. We're gonna get into the submersible, and now as we drive the submersible into the water, we could use the sonar equipment. As you can see there, we're gonna press in on our right joystick, and there you go, it's now going to show us a location to the submarine that we have to get to. Okay, we've finally arrived at the submarine, and we're going to have to descend even further in order to get below it. This is such a cool mission, the fact that you go at a submarine while it's submerged. Just everything about this heist is incredible. Okay, we are now boarding the submarine. Okay, so the first guys to take out are going to be right here in the center. There may be a way to do this stealth, but I'm not going to bother. But first, we're going to have to go to the engine room, and in order to get there, we're going to have to take out quite a few guards. Yes. This is definitely how you open a sealed door. And now we gotta go disable the navigation system. All we have to do is shoot them. There you go. Shoot number 2, shoot number 3, shoot number 4. Now we're up here at the next level. There's a guard. Yeah, okay. I was about to say. There's gonna be a guard right there to your right. There's a couple more inside, but as you can see, the car that we... Oh, never mind. The car that we have to steal is the S2 Cabrio, which is right here. But first, I have to take out the head of security, which should be on the other side of the submarine here. There you go. He's a tank. Come on. Oh man, we were so close. I'm actually going to use a different strat here. I'm just going to toss a grenade. That should bounce, ricochet. Will that take him out though? No? Okay, never mind. There you go. Finally, we could take him out. We got to search the body for the control codes. Now we could insert the codes here at the bridge of the submarine. And we can finally now drive the submarine up onto shore. What an incredible cutscene this is. We're going to have tons of cops all over us. All we have to do is we're going to get the S2 Cabrio, we're going to lift it up above the submarine where the Sparrow helicopter would come out of, and then we're going to drive away. And overall, the getaway is not difficult whatsoever. So we first have to activate the landing pad here, and now we can get into the car, and we're going to be lifted up above the submarine. Now, as I said, we're going to have cops all over us. I just drive down here to the right. I'm going to drive right for the train tracks, which are up along the side of the mountain here. Here we are. We finally reached the train tracks. Now I'm just no shot. How? I swear I was not going to come in contact with that train. Well, I'll see you back at the same point. Okay, we are finally back at the train tracks. Now all we have to do is head toward Los Santos, and we'll hang out here in the tunnel for a while, lose the cops, and then we could get back to the Salvage Yard. And here we are back at the Salvage Yard. That is our first Salvage Yard robbery completed, the McTominay robbery. I believe that's the name. But it's also going to be the first time that we could claim a multi-million-dollar supercar for only a couple $1,000s. So the cutscene is over. We just got 50 grand for a first-time bonus, but we're also now going to check out the Cabrio. And as you can see, we could either sell it to the docks for max money, which is 400k. We could salvage parts, which would be letting our workers break down the car and give us money over roughly a 1.5 to 2 hour time span. It's pointless, but the third thing we could do is buy it for $20,000. Now, if we had a document forgery office, which is one of the MC businesses, we would then be able to buy it for $10,000, but you would have to buy like dozens and dozens of cars to make that worth it, to make it worth buying the forgery office. So instead, I'm just going to claim it here for 20 grand. There you go. And we are going to add it to our Del Perro Heights apartment. And here is our brand new car. That is incredible. I gotta say, I think this is one of the best features they've added into the game in a very long time. And the reason why is that it now, even though we can only do one of these a week, it now just saves people millions and millions of dollars. As you can see here, the car usually costs $1.7 million. Plus, to get all these upgrades and cool modifications, it definitely would have been closer to $1 million, maybe over, or closer to 2 million, maybe even over 2 million. But that is incredible. I love this new feature. I'm so excited that we were able to check off another business from the checklist. But with that being said, that is all for today. We got the Salvage Yard done, we got one of the robberies done, and we got a new, or we used the new feature to get a brand new supercar. So that is it. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.